How are you guys? Happy Friday! I'd say we made it to the weekend, but is there a difference? Well, I guess some of us might be working, so.
Want me to share it?
I have the iPad, thank you. Alright, I'm going to post the shopping link right here in the comments. So everything you're about to see is going to be available right there. And then I pinned my top, this really cute kind of slinky striped top. It's actually like more of a tunic. I posted that in the description with my coupon code. Alright, so I'm going to share this to my other pages. One, I have a group, and it's called Beauty by Ray of Hope. So make sure you're in that. And then I have my personal Facebook page, which is called Rhea Coleman. So when you pop on, go ahead and say hello. And then, I don't know if you guys knew this, but you could actually turn on live notifications. That way Facebook alerts you when I go live. At the top right-hand corner, you'll see those 3 little dots up there. Click those 3 little dots, and next time I go live, it'll tell you. It'll say, Rhea is live. Oh. That way, you can catch it from the beginning. Hello. But if you're watching this on the replay, go and hashtag replay in the comments. And then if you haven't yet, I so appreciate it, you guys. If you could click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner. And then I'm going to ask something even more of you guys today. If you are a part of any groups here on Facebook, whether they're a beauty group, whether it's a fashion group, a dog group, a beauty group, a home decor group, if you're part of any groups here on Facebook, if you could share this live in that group, that would be tremendous, and I would be so thankful. So go ahead and do that. Bottom left-hand corner, you click share, and then you can select where it goes. So we'll go ahead and get started. So if you have been watching me for any amount of time, you know that my go-to is full coverage. I love a face full of makeup, but I know that's not everyone's jam, so I like to give you guys more variety. So if that is not your jam, maybe this is. So I'm going to show you guys how to do light makeup. So I was going to call it the quarantine glam, but I decided against it. We'll save that for tomorrow. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm also going to use a new lip product. Not new, just I haven't used it in a while. So stay tuned for that too. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So on my face right now, I have on 2 products. I have on my Touchable Hold setting spray. So I always wash my face in the morning. I spritz it with rose water, and that's kind of like my moisturizer because I have oily skin, so I really don't like the feel of like creamy moisturizer on my skin. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. So if you're like that, you can do that too. You can use the rose water in place. So I use the rose water. I spray that on my face. Obviously, I let it dry. And then I go in with the Touchable Hold I always say translucent. The Touchable Hold setting spray. So this is a setting spray. It's amazing for combination skin, oily skin, dry skin, you name it. It's going to set your skin. It's going to begin to apply almost like a layer over your skin. So your foundation, your makeup sits evenly on top, and it also will hold down anything that's trying to push your makeup off your face, to say it bluntly. So after I let that dry, then I go in with this. This is the mattifying face primer. This is going to be launching April 1st. I'm so thrilled because I am so in love with this. It is so good. It completely blurs all your pores. It completely holds all of your oil, all of your sweat into place. So if you are menopausal, if you have oily skin, if you live somewhere where it's super humid, if you're working in a kitchen, this primer is going to be incredible for you. So mattifying face primer, like I said, April 1st. So set your alarms. I believe it launches at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I have that on my skin. I let my primer, no matter what primer I'm using, sit on my skin for like 3 to 5 minutes. And I do that because I want my primer to seep down into all my fine lines, all my creases, all my pores, everything. I want it to really seep down and create kind of like this very even, tough surface. So my foundation isn't going to seep into my pores, seep into my fine lines. It's going to sit very evenly and look full coverage. Last thing I do after I wait 3 to 5 minutes is I go in with this, and this is the setting spray, and I spray that again. So that is probably the most unique part about this is I set my skin and set the primer. Most people will either just set their makeup or not set at all, or you may use your setting spray after your primer. So I swear, you guys, this is like my hidden recipe. I swear by using it before and after your primer. Try it, thank me later. So setting spray is on my skin. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with our Skin Perfecting Concealer, and I'm gonna use a pretty hefty amount today because this is gonna be our foundation. We are not going to use any liquid foundation today, any BB cream, nothing. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to warm it up on my skin. I'm using the shade Velour in the Skin Perfecting Concealer. So when I'm doing this step, this routine, this makeup look, I always go up in one shade of my concealer. Typically, I like my concealer to, see all these little blemishes? Goodbye. Typically, I like my concealer to be a little bit lighter than my skin because I like it to highlight my under eye. So now in this case, we're using it for our coverage, like as a whole. So I don't really want it to be lighter because then I'm going to look like a ghost. So I'm going to wipe off everything I just used. And now I'm going to take my blending bud. And when you buy them, you get two. You get the large and the small, which is awesome. So we're going to use the small today. And we are just going to start blending this out over our skin. I absolutely love this concealer. It is so opaque, meaning you cannot see through it. Look at that. Look at my eyes. I naturally have darker eyelids, so I love that this completely hides that. What it also does is it totally mutes all of that redness. It's going to begin to even out your face. So if you have uneven skin tone or you have a lot of dullness, it's going to conceal all of that. And look at how incredible it blends out too. We're not like having to sit here forever and blend this out. It really is movable. All right, so we're going, and instead of like patting, because that's typically how I would apply it, I'm kind of swiping it against my skin. And I'm using a little bit firmer of a hand, and that's just to get it all over very evenly. And so it's not like thick or built up in any one spot. So this again is amazing coverage if you aren't a huge fan of liquid foundation or if you're just not a huge fan of makeup, to be honest, because this is going to give you that really flawless look without making you feel like you have a ton of makeup on. The concealer by itself is only $29 too. So you get really good coverage for an inexpensive price. Always blend it down your neck. I don't care what you're applying, always blend it down. All right, so you still can see my blemishes a little bit, but we're gonna cover all of that up with our pressed powder. But I love that this completely just evened out my skin tone. See that? Isn't that amazing? I do the same regimen with setting my spray. Oh, good, yes. So that is the Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Velour that we just put on all over. So that's just concealer. Isn't that really good? This is better than most foundations. So concealer's all over. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Touch Behold translucent setting powder. I popped the cap off mine so I could bake with it because like I said, I have oily skin. So I want to make sure that my concealer isn't going to move around at all and that my makeup looks amazing all day long without like, what am I trying to say? I don't know why I keep saying that. To prevent my oil from pushing it off my face. Long story short, I should have a bigger coffee today. The concealer, oh gosh, the concealer lasts for so long, you guys. All right, I'm spraying it on my dry beauty blender. This one's not by Unique. This one is by Real Techniques. You can get it on like Amazon or Walmart.com. But like I said about the setting powder, so this is going to absorb any natural oils that are pushing against our skin. It's also going to help to minimize pores. It's going to add a little bit more coverage, and it's going to really just absorb any of the elements that are trying to push our makeup off our face or make it transfer. So I'm just going to lightly kind of pop this all over. Typically, I only do my T-zone or where I use the concealer, but we use the concealer everywhere. So I'm just going to kind of go disperse it. It's not too thick to use all over because as you're applying it, especially with the blending bud, as you saw, I kind of like pulled at it as I was applying, and that is really going to thin it out all over. So it's not too thick, and it's also personal preference. If you want it to be thinner, if you want it to be lighter, you can apply it like that. It's all technique. However you want it, you are the master. You're the master. All right, so now that was the setting powder all over. So now you can see some kind of where I put it in places where I didn't. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to highlight my under eye just a little bit because I don't want it to look really dull. I want my under eye to look bright, youthful, tighter. So what I like to do is I like to take my Touch Mineral Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Scarlet, and this is the lightest shade. I like to use this, and I took that dry beauty blender again, and I kind of pressed it underneath my under eye. This is going to act as a highlighter. Like I said, it also helps to prevent my under eye from creasing. All right, so very last step for our coverage, and then we're going to move on, is this pressed powder, same exact product, but this is going to be in the shade Taffeta. This is going to be like my true shade. And we're going to take it on a big kabuki brush, and I'm going to apply this on my neck because it's going to blend everything out, make everything match. I pinned the link where my top is from in the description, Diana. And I also left you guys my coupon, or my discount code for that boutique. All right, so now typically this is how I would apply my pressed powder. I'd bounce it off my skin. However, because we are using this as pretty much all the coverage, I'm going to use more of a swirling motion, and it's going to apply it a little bit heavier on my skin. So like I said, I typically use a patting motion, which is going to apply it a lot lighter and more air-like, but because this is our coverage, I'm going to use a little bit heavier of a hand, so we're going to swirl this on like this. Now what this does is it's going to even out the coverage. You can't really see where I highlighted, where I set it, where I didn't, and it's adding just a little bit more coverage to hide any of our blemishes or our redness or anything like that. So what I love about this pressed powder, you guys, is it's so incredibly lightweight. It's not heavy, it's not drying, it's not cakey. It is the silkiest, softest pressed powder I swear you will ever use. And you guys, there's a love it guarantee. If you are not impressed, send it back. Get your money back. It's easy. It's amazing. So make sure you try at least the pressed powder. It's such good coverage. What side is your hair part on? My left side. I always part on the same side. So if it looks like it's parted on the other side, it's just because the photo is flipped. This brush, message me and I'll give you the link to this. All right, so now that our coverage is fully on, isn't that such great coverage for just being concealer and pressed powder? Oh, so good. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to contour and highlight a little bit because we don't want to look washed out. We want our skin to look warm and look sun-kissed and look really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the beachfront bronzer. I'm using the shade Hermosa, and then I'm going to use the tapered blusher brush. I'm going to start at the top of the ear and work to the corner of the mouth, and then I'm just going to massage back and forth. Erin, shoot me a message. I'll give you the link to it, girl. All right, so now I'm just going to swirl over that area, and this is just going to create just a very light, beautiful contour. So you can already see what a large difference that does versus no contour versus a little bit. So see how this side of my face looks much more chiseled, much more structured. My cheek looks so much thinner. My under eye looks tighter, brighter, more youthful. Click that little thumbs up if you see the difference. Isn't that amazing? Just a teeny tiny bit of contouring, you guys. And again, I repeat, you do not have to do it this bold. You can go even lighter if you're wanting to. It all lies with you. And if you need any help picking out any products, just let me know. Send me a message, send me a selfie facing a window, and I can give you a full recommendation. Aw, thank you. Hello, Wisconsin. All right, so we're going to contour around our jawline. This is a really good little trick if you're trying to have those triple chins from quarantine 15. And apply down our neck. Just blending everything in. And then my favorite part is contouring the forehead. Always makes my makeup look so much better. Makes it just look so much like softer, like it matches so much better. Isn't that amazing how a little bit of contouring changes the makeup look up completely? All right, so now I'm going to squeeze my brush and run down the sides of my nose. I have the link to my shirt pinned in the description of this tutorial, and I also included you guys the discount code for that boutique. So wherever you put a contour is going to act as almost like a shadow. So it makes your lip look powder, it makes your nose look thinner, makes your cheeks look thinner, so it's like losing 10 pounds in 5 seconds. All right, so now for blush, I'm going to use the shade Surreal, which is the best blush for just like an everyday. The color, when I first saw this, I was like, heck to the no, I'm not wearing a purple blush. And I ordered it, I tried it, and I'm so in love with it. It is not purple. It is the most pretty, subtle, dusty rose. Look at that. Isn't that not, like, what? How is that the same? It's crazy. It's so light. So what I always like to do is I like to use my blusher brush by Unique, and I love it because it's fluffy and it's angled, so you get really nice application. Always swirl in the mirror, and then just tap on, smile, and tap on, and you're going to go right above the contour, just like that. Isn't that so good? It gives you that flush color. You look so together, and all we have on, I can hold them in one hand. Almost. We have on our concealer. We have on our pressed powder. We just did bronzer blush. That's what we have on our skin right now. Is that not so incredible? Like, anyone can do this routine. Even if you have no skill, even if you don't really like makeup, you are going to look so put together. All right, so now we're going to use our lash brow comb. And we're just going to comb through our brows. And I always love to run this through my eyelashes really quickly just to comb those through a little bit. And then now I'm going to go in with my brow pencil. And, sorry, this like big truck was pulling in to my house. Okay, so now I'm going to use this brow pencil in the shade medium, and I always do my brows. I think that doing your brows really completes the makeup look and takes it up a notch. And I just love the way it frames your face. Also makes your eyes look bigger, which I'll show you here in a second. All right, so what I do is I just shape them pretty much. I just outline them, which we all know how to outline. We all know how to color in the box. That's exactly what I do. I outline them and I color them in, and then that's it. Just like that. Just like that. And look how much room it looks like I have over here. Isn't that crazy? It makes your eyes really like expand. The blush was in the shade Surreal. And you guys, today is the very last day for free shipping. And there's no minimum purchase necessary. You could buy something for $5. I don't think we have anything for $5. $7. That's the cheapest thing I know we have. You could buy something for $7 and not have to pay any shipping at all. And it ends today. So do not wait. If you've had your eye on the brow pencil or one product or just the concealer, now is the time to grab it because, like I said, free shipping. And that ends tonight. All right, so brows are done. How easy and fast is that? If you, again, I feel like a broken record, but if you are not like a brow drawer honor, this is the perfect learning tool because it's so dainty, has a retractable tip, it's so simple to use. There's no amount that needs to qualify for free shipping today. It's whatever you want to put in your cart. You get free shipping no matter what. Does the brow serum help your brows grow? Yes. So the lash serum, I actually did a whole post on it yesterday. The lash serum is only $24, and you can use it on your eyebrows and your lashes. You can see your hair grow day by day. I know. You're going to like see a whole new me by the time at this end of this quarantine. My nails, my eyebrows, my roots. Good Lord help us all. All right. Yeah. So it's typically $100 for free shipping, and today it's whatever you want. All right, so now for this eye look, we're going to use the eyeliner in the shade Perfect, which is part of the Kudos, which if you're new around here, the Kudos is like our monthly deal. Every month it's something different. This month it's any eyeshadow palette of the Addiction palettes, any eyeliner, and any mascara of your choice. Okay, so I'm going to apply this on the top. And I always love to do the waterlines, top and bottom. I feel like it makes your lashes look really bold. Just like that. And that's the shade Perfect, which is one of my favorite eyeliners because it doesn't smudge, it doesn't run. You're not going to look like a raccoon by the end of the day. And it's only $15 by itself, or you can get it in the Kudos. Terry, message me if you need any recommendations or if you need anything. Just send me a message and I would be thrilled to help you. Okay, so that is done. Now we're going to do a really, really fast eye look. Like I said, we're going to stay true to this like minimal makeup look. So I'm going to use one color. I'm going to use my fluffy crease brush, and then I'm going to use my Addiction Palette 4, and I'm going to use this bronzy color. I'm just going to tap my brush in there, and I'm going to go straight on the lid with this color. And this is one of my favorite colors. It's so pretty. It's so bronzy. And it's pigmented without being like obnoxious, where you know what I mean? Like you put on an eyeshadow color and you're like, oh gosh, now I have to blend all of that out. It's too dark or too heavy. These palettes are amazing, and these are what are on sale in the Kudos. Now, something to take note of, and typically I'm doing the opposite. When I do my eyeshadow, I'm typically holding my brush way back here, and that is going to give me more control of the powder, of the eyeshadow, and where it's going. However, because we want it to look bold right off the bat, because we're just trying to get it on there and get out of the house or just be done with our makeup, I am like choked way up on this brush, and that is because being closer like I am is going to apply it heavier, it's going to push harder, and it's going to make it darker quicker. So if you are doing what I'm doing, hold your brush towards the front. Now, if you don't want it to look bold right away, or if you are doing a very intricate eye look, or you're using multiple colors, back your hand up, sister. You want to hold it lighter, which holding it towards the back is going to force your hand to push lighter. So take note of how and where you're holding your brush when you're doing your eyeshadow. What do you use to keep your hair healthy? I've recently went platinum. My hair's so dry. I know it's so hard. Being blonde is more fun, but it is tough. Message me, Jessica, and I can tell you the regimen that I use. Because if you've been following me since October, who out there has been following me since October? Can you believe how fast my hair has grown? It's crazy. I had like this short of hair on top and this side. This short. It was nuts. I chopped it all off to regrow it because it was just so broken and dry. And I went at this photo shoot and I did I think 5 or 6 hairstyles a day for this thing I did. And it just totally fried my hair from washing it and drying it and styling it and putting product in it. It was too much. Okay, so now I'm just going to sweep away any eyeshadow that may have fallen. And then this is my little trickaroo. I always do that, and then I take my blending bud, whatever one I used, and I just bounce this off my under eye just like this. This will pick up any eyeshadow that may have fallen. It also kind of sharpens this outside color up just a wee bit. All right, so now let's set our makeup, and then we'll do our mascara and our lips. So I always set my makeup before I do my mascara because I don't like when my setting spray makes my mascara more wet. It takes longer to dry and it just causes transferring. It's never my favorite. So I like to set it before I do that part. Bree, the t-shirt that I'm wearing is linked in the description of this tutorial, and then I also left you guys the coupon code to save from that boutique. I love your shirt. Thank you. Thank you so much, Karen. I think this is my favorite hair length also. Can an individual color... So no, the eyeshadow palettes, the Addiction palettes, aren't sold in individual pans. They just come in their palettes. Please post your hair real short. I actually have a ton of pictures, Renee. Make sure you are following me over on Pinterest and Instagram. If you search Rhea Hope on either of those platforms, you will see my hair in all kinds of lengths. I've had it to my shoulders. I've had it super duper duper short. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. My name there, and on Pinterest and on YouTube is Rhea Hope, all one word. Does mascara have mascara? I don't work for mascara, I don't know. But if you want bomb mascara, this is the one you're going to want, girl. This is the 4D mascara by Unique, and it is the best. It has fibers and gel infused in it, has dual bristles. It gives you the most length and volume I've ever seen ever in any mascara. It is incredible. It's super gentle. It's only one step, and it is so good. It's amazing. Hello, what size Z palette did you... So this is not a Z palette. This is actually by Unique. This is the palette... the 25 refillable palette, and I just popped all 5 palettes out with a butter knife and I put them in there so they're all together. But I love our Addiction palettes. I'm kind of secretly bummed that they're going away, so if you haven't yet grabbed your palette, make sure you do so. Hello from Alabama. 4D is the bomb. It really, really is. And now is the perfect time to grab it and try it, you guys. Like I said, we have a love it guarantee, so you can return anything if you don't love it. And you get free shipping. No minimum needed. Free shipping. But it ends tonight at midnight. So make sure if you've been like having your eye on a product, grab it today before that free shipping goes away. And then I love that this mascara is completely buildable. You can put as many coats of it as you want. And you're gonna get such good length and volume. Like my eyelashes are literally touching my eyebrows. So crazy. All right, so now for lips, I'm gonna do a newer product. I guess it's not new, I just don't use it a lot. I don't know why, because every time I use it, I'm like, this is so good. The Addiction 6 will be back in June. But as soon as that time it sells out, then it's gonna be gone. It's the only one that's gonna be restocking once it's sold out. All right, so we're gonna use the lip liner in the shade Prudent. And I'm gonna line my lips with this.
There's nothing playing on this HomePod.
Wasn't talking to you. Yes, the makeup really is for all ages. Absolutely. Okay. Isn't it so creepy when your Siri does that? It's like, now you listen to me. All right, so once our lips are lined, then we're gonna go in with the Crush Powder Lipstick, and this is in the shade Koi. If you have yet to try these, put it on your to-do list. It is the coolest stinking formula ever. Like, whoever created this is a genius. Like, it's so cool. It goes on powder, or it is powder, and it goes creamy on. So, comes like this. So this is the shade Koi. So it comes out powder, so don't like rip it out, kind of open it carefully. And you're gonna start here in the center of your lip. And you're just gonna massage back and forth and take it to the lip liner. And then same thing on top. And then you can like subtly tap some off. Look at that. Doesn't that just look creamy, you guys? Oh, it's so good. And what I love about these ones is that they go on creamy. They dry into a powder finish, into a powder matte finish. But they don't like peel. They don't like get flaky. They don't dry your lips out. They're so hydrating. All right, so that was Koi. And now I'm going to go in with the lip gloss in the shade Luxe. And I'm going to top it right in the middle with that. Just to give it more of like a glossier finish. All right. Ta-da! I know, right, Beth? Aren't these so cool? So these are going to be under lipsticks. And again, it's the Crush Powder Lipstick. It's almost like the same color as my shirt, actually. Yes, Crush Powder Lipstick. And this is in the shade Koi. My 3 favorite colors are Koi, Compatible, which I actually just demoed this on my Instagram story if you guys haven't seen that yet. And then I love Casual. So if I had to pick, these are, to be honest, these are the only 3 ones I really like on myself. So Koi, Compatible, and Casual are my faves in the Crush Powder. But if you want to see another color in the Crush Powder, make sure you go to my Instagram story today and catch that. I show you guys how to get like a really gorgeous like brown nude color, but it's really pretty. No, the lip glosses are not sticky. They have no like taste or smell to them either. Yeah, they're not sticky at all. They're really great. And they're very pigmented, so they almost act as like a liquid lipstick. It's really cool. Yeah, it's super good. So like I said, everything has a love it guarantee, so you can return anything if you don't love it. Message me if you guys need any recommendations, need any help picking out product, but definitely take advantage of the free shipping. Like I said, it ends today. And then I will catch you guys over on Instagram for the rest of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this really simple kind of light makeup look. And tomorrow, I don't know what we'll do tomorrow, but we'll do another makeup look. We'll hang out again tomorrow. I got nothing else to do. We stuck. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys need anything. I'd love to help you. Lip gloss is so, I'm not like a huge lip gloss girl either, Michelle. I never really liked it, to be honest. I didn't like getting my like hair caught in my lips. But this lip gloss is really nice. It's not sticky at all. It's $15, you guys. Isn't that such a good deal? And then it comes with a little touch-up ready mirror, which is cool. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.